Hi everyone, welcome back to the Traveling Merchant. Today I wanted to give you a quick update on how the feet are turning out. And I'm trying to clear out this office. I have been clearing out this office space, so that way this will be my workroom for all this stuff. Those are all foam. That is literally all scrap foam and foam pieces, and the white bag is spines. That's going to go on the back. So we have a pellet stove, so that's what those are. Anyways, I wanted to show you how the feet are coming along. I ended up using, so most people, if you can get it, if you don't have foam, we'll try to order EVA foam. I ended up using, here, let me do that, this stuff. They're like placemats, exercise mats, garage mats, whatever. They're these puzzle pieces that you can put down in your garage or, to exercise on. And they were cheap. I got mine from Harbor Freight. That's their logo. They were $9 for 4 of them. And they were perfect because I only needed 2 of these things for each foot. And the other parts I'm going to use for the neck, because I'm going to help support and strengthen the neck a little. You can see I took some old sandals that were starting to wear out, and I went and hot glued them to the foam, and it worked out really well. I put the texture side down so that way I can have a little bit of grip while I'm walking around. I won't slip and kill myself. Whereas this is the one I've been working on most of the day. I've been taking foam pieces and using hot glue to attach to the foam. Slowly building it up because there's no template. I had to use reference images from a website called Becoming Godzilla, where they've already had suits done, or they've been people who have worked on suits, done suits, whatever you want to call it, and they posted their work on it so that way you have an idea on how you could proceed with yours. These used to have a giant toe attached to them. They stuck out about that far. And that was a problem, just test running these, because they would hit each other right here. And I decided to cut it off and make the 4th toe a little higher, more similar to like a dinosaur. And yeah, I've just been piecing it together, layering it up little by little. I can get in and out of it pretty easily. I just, boink. And because I've worn these sandals for so long, they fit really nice, and they don't feel weird or goofy. Looking at some of the reference images, he had put a little bit of a heel thing right here to make it stick out. I think it looks fine. Maybe you guys tell me in the comments if you think that's a little too offset from like right here, but from the images it showed it was right about here where he had it. So yeah, all the claws I made from the cutouts from these holes that I had tried to, from this foam, trying to make this a little lighter. These were some of the cutouts, and they were like perfect shape for claws, so I just threw them on there because I'm like, why not? It's what I had. So right now, I think this is about the shape that I'm going to keep it at, and it'll be ready for texture. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put round pieces here to represent knuckles. I'm going to put a big one right here, and then one over there, and then once I start layering it with detail, it'll give it some, what do you want to call it? It'll just make it look like it's got bones underneath it, like it's a real foot. I'll wrap up around each claw, make it look like folds of skin, and the claws are, jutting out, kind of like your fingernails. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to attach these to the legs yet. The guy that I was referencing, he had rings with spandex glued to each ring, and then the spandex was glued to the piece here and then to the legs here, and then it kind of made an accordion effect. So that way, I guess if it tears or whatever, it's a relatively easy fix because it's just spandex. I'm not sure yet. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Makes sense to me. Watching him in his finished product, it looked pretty good. So I'll probably do that. But my goals for this for the upcoming project, waiting for pieces. I'm going to try to finish the basic outline of this foot. Try to get it as similar to this as possible. And then when the new foam gets in, I'm going to try, I guess I should probably do the neck first. I'll do the neck. I'll build a structure for the neck, build a shoulder pad thing to help support the head. So that way it doesn't just flop around. It actually has some rigidity, because it's the last thing I want is it flopping around, because it's going to be a pretty heavy piece. I mean, I'm using these dense foams. So I guess this will be what I'll do for the head. I'll show you. So I'll take foam like this. I'm going to layer it, right? Just kind of like it looks right now. I'll glue all the pieces together, let it completely set, and then I'm going to literally start carving it just like you would a piece of wood or whatever, to get a basic shape on it. And then once I get the basic shape of the head that I would like, I'll get what's called clay foam and start getting the texture in on the outside of it that way. Now, if that sounds like a bad idea, or if it wouldn't work, please let me know. I can't exactly afford latex. It is so expensive, and I don't quite have the time to make a cast out of or latex cast. It's just too much time, or money, I should say. It's money, it's the problem. So I'm trying to be cheaper about it by sculpting the head out of foam and then putting on detail with clay foam, because clay foam is relatively inexpensive. It's only $27 for looks like a pretty decent tub, but I have to wait for that one until I get further along with the head, the neck, and the legs. That's the other thing. So after I get in the foam, after I finish the other foot and the neck piece, I'm going to start working on the legs. Get the legs. That is a test leg right there from the last time I tried this about a year ago. It's a little too big, so I'll probably try to reuse that, make it the right size, and that'll be like the calf, and that's the kneecap. I'll probably finish the legs and the back, and then I have to figure out a way to attach the tail. I'm going to use an old sheet to wrap around the outside, and that way it'll still be flexible, but I can still glue texture to it. And so it's got the vacuum hose through it. The sheet will keep it, a little bit flexible with the tube also. But because it'll act like skin, I can glue the individual foam pieces to the tail and the spines and whatnot. And then I have to figure out how to get it to attach to this. If you have any ideas, please leave comments below on how I can attach the tail without it falling out, because honestly, I don't know. This is starting to get to where a lot of the sites, videos, and everything go blank. They don't exactly talk about how to do this. So that's why I'm trying to do this and show you guys how I did it. And if you have suggestions on how I could do it better, that would be fantastic. I don't know if I already talked about it, but this is an arm that I made previously. It's a little too heavy because I used hot glue. But with these ones, I use spray glue, and it's a lot lighter. And as you can see, I spaced out some stuff. If you have any ideas on how I can get more detail in this besides what's already on there, that would also be helpful to leave in the comments. Or if I should do more like this where they're all close knit. I don't think that one will work very well because the detail might get lost as I start painting it, but I'm not sure. I am for sure going to use spray glue, not hot glue, because that thing's too heavy. I only did the hot glue for the feet because it's what I had for getting the foam to the feet, and then I started using spray glue to start putting stuff on top. Right about here. This is spray glued, this is spray glued. But yeah, that's where I'm at so far. If you like what you see, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, comment, share, subscribe to see more. I'll keep you updated as it moves along. But in the meantime, thank you for tuning in to The Traveling Merchant, and we will see you next time.